As soon as President Obama and his wife Michelle arrived in Indonesia, there was word they may have to cut their visit short. Safety concerns about increased ash in the air coming from the Merapi volcano in central Java, nearly 500 kilometers away, may force Mr. Obama to leave earlier on Wednesday than planned. President Obama expressed his condolences for the hundreds who have died from the ongoing volcanic eruptions and the recent tsunami.
Of course, we're mindful that this is a difficult time for Indonesia. First, the recent earthquake and tsunami, and now the volcanic eruptions. And our thoughts and prayers are with those who have lost their loved ones or their homes.
Soon after arriving, President Obama was warmly welcomed by Indonesian President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono at the presidential palace in Jakarta. Mr. Obama, who lived in Indonesia as a child, is seen by many as a native son. During bilateral meetings, the two leaders discussed plans for a comprehensive partnership to improve economic and security ties between two of the largest democracies in the world.
La ilaha illallah!
But not everyone is happy to see the U.S. president. Earlier in the day, members of a Muslim fundamentalist organization called Hizbut Tahrir lined Jakarta's main traffic circle with banners saying Obama the real terrorist. The group's spokesman Ismail Yusanto says the president's support for U.S. military action in the Muslim world makes him no different than his predecessor.
We consider Obama same as George Bush. We know that Bush decided to attack Iraq and Afghanistan, but Obama continue Bush policy.
Others would disagree since President Obama has ended combat operations in Iraq and has set a timetable for withdrawing troops from Afghanistan. At a joint news conference, the U.S. president expressed frustration that peace talks between Israeli and Palestinian leaders have stalled because Israel has refused to stop the construction of new settlements. He also defended his efforts to engage the Muslim world in dialogue.
With respect to outreach to the Muslim world, I think that our efforts have been earnest, sustained. We don't expect that we are going to completely eliminate some of the misunderstandings and mistrust that have developed over a long period of time. But we do think that we're on the right path.
Turning to Burma's recent elections, President Obama said they were neither free nor fair. President Yudhoyono said he will press Burma for more democratic reform next year when Indonesia chairs ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. And on the topic of China in advance of the G20 summit, President Yudhoyono said he hopes both powers can work together to stabilize the world economy.
Indonesia juga berharap hubungan antara China dengan
Indonesia also hopes that China and U.S. relations will continue to be positive, because if there is something wrong with this G20, the effect will be very wide, not only in Asia, but in the world.
Bukan hanya bangsa Asia, tapi juga dunia.
Indonesia is the largest Muslim-majority country in the world. On Wednesday, President Obama is scheduled to give a speech at the University of Indonesia, which some are calling his second outreach to the Islamic world. Ash from the volcano may cause the White House to move up the time of the speech. Brian Padden, VOA News, Jakarta.